Hello students, good morning all of you. Today we are going to talk about the mechanism of hearing. In this, first of all, sound wave collected by ear pinna and pass through the ear canal means external auditory meatus and strike the ear drum, tympanic membrane. As a result, the tympanum begins to vibrate. Means vibrations generated in eardrum. The air imbalance caused in the middle ear due to vibrating tympanum is balanced by the air displaced through the eustachian tube. Function of eustachian tube is the maintain pressure both side of tympanum means external ear and internal ear. So extra air pass through the eustachian tube which open in pharynx region. The ear ossicles, ear bones convey the sound vibrations to the fenestra ovalis means oval window which open in internal ear. They amplify the vibrations by 20 times. When vibrations pass out through middle ear, these ossicles amplify the vibrations 20 times. The pressure imbalance caused by the vibrating fenestra ovalis membrane is balanced by the membrane of the fenestra rotunda. Fenestra ovalis and fenestra rotunda both are the opening aperture in internal ear and their pressure maintained by opposite membranes. The vibrations are passed through the fenestra ovalis on the fluid of the cochlea, scala vestibuli part. In scala vestibuli, the vibrations divide into two parts. First part, the vibrations pass into scala tympani by helicoderma membrane and end on the fenestra rotunda. स्केला वेस्टिबुलर से वाइब्रेशन टू पार्ट में डिवाइड हो जाते हैं. फर्स्ट पार्ट हेलिकोड्रमा के थ्रू स्केला टिम्पेनाई में जाएंगे एंड सेकेंड पार्ट द वाइब्रेशंस पास इनटू रीजनल मेम्ब्रेन. रीजनल मेम्ब्रेन is found between the scala vestibuli and scala media and it consists perilymph fluid. The vibrating regional membrane causes the endolymph in the scala media to move. Resultant endolymph of scala media start movement. So the tectorial membrane, which is modification of regional membrane, move and strike to the organ of कॉर्टी. टेक्टोरल मेम्ब्रेन में मूवमेंट स्टार्ट होगी और ये ऑर्गन ऑफ कॉर्टी से स्ट्राइक करेगी. हेंस द साउंड वेव्स रीच टू द ऑर्गन ऑफ कॉर्टी विच इज द हियरिंग ऑर्गन इन द फॉर्म ऑफ मैकेनिकल स्टिमुलस. द ऑर्गन ऑफ कॉर्टी converts these mechanical stimulus into electromagnetic waves and transmits these waves to the brain through auditory nerve. Means cranial nerve where we know about sound. Now we are studied about body balancing. Hearing mechanism organized by cochlear part and body balancing is organized by vestibular part of internal ear. Vestibular part टू टाइप का बैलेंस, एक तो स्टैटिक, सेकंड डायनेमिक। स्टैटिक बैलेंस occurs in resting phase and dynamic balance occurs in motion movement. In static balance, in the vertical position of body means resting stage, the liquid in the semicircular canals begins to move. Means perilimb of 3 semicircular canals start movement. The sensory cilia present in the ampulla of semicircular receive these movements and then impulses reach the auditory nerve. These nerves send these impulses to brain. जैसे ही सेमी सर्कुलर कैनाल के लिक्विड मीन्स पेरिलिम्फ में मूवमेंट स्टार्ट होगी, ये लिक्विड फ्लो होती है एम्पुला पार्ट में पहुंचेगा, जो स्वोलन पार्ट है, डिस्टल पार्ट था, एंड पार्ट था सेमी सर्कुलर कैनाल का। एम्पुला पार्ट के पास सेंसरी सिलिया मीन्स सेंसरी हेयर्स, सेंसरी क्रिस्टा प्रेजेंट होते हैं। सेंसरी क्रिस्टा इम्पल्स ब्रेन को ऑडिटरी नर्व मीन्स वेस्टिबुलर नर्व के थ्रू सेंड कर देंगे और ये ब्रेन के पास इम्पल्स पहुंच जाते। बैलेंस एट द टाइम ऑफ मूवमेंट, व्हेन बॉडी इज इन मोशन मीन्स मूवमेंट, इट परसीव बाय utriculus and sacculus. Utriculus and sacculus both are pouch-like structure which lies below the semicircular canals, and both are responsible for dynamic balance. Whenever body is in motion, the sensory granules of calcium carbonate means otoconia, which is also known as otolith or ear dust, present in endolimb press the sensory hairs which send the impulse to brain. जब बॉडी मोशन में होती है तो कैल्शियम कार्बोनेट के क्रिस्टल जो एंडोलिम्फ में प्रेजेंट होते हैं वो सेंसरी हेड्स को प्रेस करेंगे, जैसे प्रेस करेंगे इम्पल्स जनरेट होंगे और ये इम्पल्स ब्रेन तक ऑडिटरी नर्व के थ्रू सेंड होंगे। नेक्स्ट टॉपिक ईयर डिजीज। फर्स्ट लेब्रिंथाइटिस। लेब्रिंथाइटिस मीन्स membranous labyrinth which is present in internal ear. In this disease permanent deafness occurs. Permanent deafness means बहरापन। Main reason of this disease viral infection. Middle ear gets affected. Third reason organ of cortex gets destroyed, and fourth may be due to typhoid and influenza disease. वायरल इन्फेक्शन केस या फिर मिडल ईयर अफेक्टेड हो गया हो, ऑर्गन ऑफ कॉर्टी डिस्ट्रॉय हो गया हो, मे बी टाइफॉइड एंड इन्फ्लुएंजा डिजीज केस में लेब्रिंथाइटिस डिजीज होती है, परमानेंट डेफनेस प्रोड्यूस होती है। सेकेंड मेनियर्स डिजीज। In this disease, continuous voice of bell in the ears and sometimes feel deafness. Ears में बेल की वॉइस सुनाई देती है और कई बार ऐसा लगता है कि कुछ भी नहीं सुन रहा। मेन रीजन्स ऑफ दिस डिजीज, सेंसरी सेल्स ऑफ एम्पुला एंड कोक्लिया गेट्स डिस्ट्रॉय, या तो एम्पुला एंड कोक्लिया की सेंसरी हेड्स डिस्ट्रॉय हो गए हो। सेकेंड रीजन, इट मे लीड टू प्रोलॉन्ग्ड डिजीनेस एंड वॉमिटिंग। थर्ड डिजीज, ईयर इन्फ्लामेशन, मिडल ईयर एंड एक्सटर्नल ईयर में। इन दिस डिजीज, ईयर फ्लोज, पेन इन ईयर्स, डैमेज इन tympanic membrane, mastoiditis, encephalitis, these are other disease. Chronic inflammation and permanent hole become in tympanic membranes, means permanent pore become in eardrum. Main reasons of this disease are infection due to bacteria or fungus. Second, sometimes due to एलर्जी। एलर्जी एंड बैक्टीरियल एंड फंगस इन्फेक्शन की वजह से ईयर इन्फ्लामेशन कोज होता है। और इस डिजीज में ईयर फ्लो, ईयर पेन, पोरिन, टिम्पेनिक मेम्ब्रेन, क्रोनिक इन्फ्लामेशन सिम्टम्स अपीयर होते हैं। नाउ ear topic is complete. Next, tongue and nose. Gustoreceptor used for tongue and olfactory receptor used for nose. Tongue gives the sense of taste and nose gives sense of smell. Both these are chemical senses and they depend on the nature of chemical substance. So, sense of taste is perceived by chemoreceptors present on the tongue, and the human tongue has about 10,000 taste buds present on the top and sides of the tongue. टंग के ऊपर कीमोरिसेप्टर प्रेजेंट होते हैं जो सेंस ऑफ टेस्ट को परसीव करते हैं, और ह्यूमन टंग के पास 10,000 के समथिंग टेस्ट बड्स प्रेजेंट होती है। स्मेल्स आर डिटेक्टेड बाय olfactory hairs that emerge from the receptors. When molecules of chemicals enter to nose with hair, they stimulate sensory epithelium of nose. Sensory epithelium tissue of nose which send impulses to the olfactory region of brain. Now this chapter has been completed. Now we are going to start the next chapter, reproductive system of human. What is the reproduction? The process by which organism give rise to new offspring which is similar to them is called reproduction. In other way, the process of reproducing offsprings in living organisms is called reproduction, and sexual reproduction occurs in human. So they have sexual dimorphism. Sexual dimorphism means male and female can be identified on the basis of external features, phenotypic features. Male has penis and scrotal sacs while female have developed mammary glands. In males, these are in the form of vestigial organs. Mammary glands are vestigial, not functional in human male. Male have hairs on face, heavy sound, etc., while Females have thin, sound, soft and smooth skin, and their pelvic region is more developed due to deposition of fat around buttocks. So, unisexuality is the characters of humans. Sex organs are separated in male and female. Sexual reproduction involves gametogenesis. Gametogenesis means the process by which formation of gametes. Male gamete in male and female gamete in female. Male gamete is sperm and female gamete is ovum. After this insemination, sperms are reached into fallopian tube. Third, fertilization. In this process, fusion of male gamete and female gamete resultant zygote formed. Cleavage is the mitotic or splitting process. Then single cell zygote divide into 2 cell stage, 4 cell stage, 8 cell stage, further 8, 16, 32 means multiplication of cells. Implantation. (16 to 32 cell stage of embryo called as blastula means blastocyst stage, and blastocyst attached to the inner membrane of uterus, which is called implantation. That's your pregnancy. Embryonic development after implantation. Embryonic development start and parturition. Parturition means complete maturation of embryo, and it is the time of delivery of new young one. For sexual reproduction, the reproductive system is present in male and female. Human male and human female have different type of sexual reproductive system. In human, 2 type of sexual organs are present: primary sex organ and secondary sex organ. Primary sex organs are essential organ which is responsible for gamete formation. In human male, testis is the primary sex organ, and in female, ovaries are primary sex organ. In testis, formation of sperms which is male gamete, and in ovaries formation of ovum which is female gamete. Secondary sexual organs which help in sex reproduction. In male, vas efferentia, epididymis, vas deferens, seminal vesicles, Cowper gland which is also called bulbourethral gland, prostate gland, urethra, penis are secondary sexual organs. In females, fallopian tube, uterus, vagina, Bartholin gland, mammary gland are secondary sexual organs. So let's start male reproductive system of human. Let's see diagram. This pouch-like structure called scrotum shape. In this, testis is situated. Above the testis, a comma-shaped structure is present, which is called epididymis. From this, a tubular structure begins, which is called vas deferens, and it open in ampulla of seminal vesicles. And vas deferens lies below the urinary bladder. Ureters are open in urinary bladder and it collect urine. After this, a common duct formation which is called ejaculatory duct, and it formed by duct of ampulla and seminal vesicles. Ejaculatory duct open in urethra. Sperms are formed in seminiferous tubule of testes, and from this, these sperms carry by vas efferentia through epididymis. Epididymis provide nourishment, and from this side, sperms carry by vas deferens into seminal vesicles and prostate gland. Prostate gland and seminal vesicles both are glandular part, and their secretion provide nourishment of sperms. Urethra open in penis, and outer covering of penis is called glans penis. Below the urinary bladder, prostate gland is present. After that, male reproductive system divided into two parts: primary sexual organ and accessory sexual organ. Primary sexual organ is the male sexual organ and it consists testes. Accessory sexual organs consist of scrotum sac, epididymis, vas deferens, penis, prostate gland, bulbourethral gland or Cowper gland, and seminal vesicles. Prostate gland, bulbourethral gland and seminal vesicles, these are glands. Let's start primary sex organ, testes. In male human, one pair pink colored oval shaped testis is present inside the scrotum. Scrotum is a bag-like structure which is present below and outside of abdomen cavity. The wall of testis is an elastic covering of thin and hairy and thick inner subcutaneous layer of unstripped muscles fiber which is known as Dartos muscles. Dartos muscles help to regulate the temperature of scrotum during cold season. Dartos muscles found below the testis, means it is the wall of testis, and it attaches the testis to the abdominal cavity. In each half of scrotum sac, a tuft of rod-shaped striated muscles fiber is found, and it connects subcutaneous layer with abdominal subcutaneous muscles and known as cremaster muscles. And these cremaster muscles found in the testis. Each testis is attached to the wall of scrotum sac through a flexible fiber called gubernaculum. Next point, each testis attached to the dorsal wall of abdominal cavity through spermatic cord. Spermatic cord is the bunch of testicular artery, testicular vein and testicular nerve. Each testis attached by abdominal cavity through inguinal canal. Let's see diagram. Scrotum sac consists testis. Both testes are separated through scrotum septa. Inside the testis, cremaster muscles present, and wall of testis is made up of Dartos muscles. Dartos muscles help to regulate the temperature of scrotum during cold season. Above the testis, a comma-shaped structure is present which is called epididymis. Testis attached to the dorsal wall of abdominal cavity through spermatic cord. Spermatic cord consists arteries, veins and nerve fiber. Note: during embryonic stage, testes develop in abdominal cavity, and at the time of birth, testes rest in the scrotum. Embryonic के during testes एब्डोमिनल कैविटी में रहते हैं, बट जैसे ही बर्थ का टाइम होता है टेस्टिस एब्डोमिनल कैविटी से स्क्रोटम सेक में आ जाते हैं. इफ द टेस्टिस फेल टू डिसेंड मीन्स टेस्टिस डज नॉट रीच टू scrotum sac and remains in abdominal cavity at the time of birth, this condition is called क्रिप्टोरचिडिज्म. बर्थ के टाइम यदि टेस्टिस एब्डोमिनल कैविटी से स्क्रोटम में नहीं आते, इस कंडीशन को क्रिप्टोरचिडिज्म कहा जाता है. एंड दिस टाइप ऑफ पर्सन इज स्टेराइल. Mostly, testis present in scrotum outside of abdominal cavity because the temperature of scrotum is 2 to 2.5 degrees Celsius less than body temperature and it is suitable for sperm formation. Body temperature पे sperm का formation possible नहीं है, इस वजह से टेस्टिस है वो एब्डोमिनल कैविटी के आउटसाइड स्क्रोटम सेक में रहते हैं। ड्यूरिंग विंटर सीजन टेम्परेचर ऑफ स्क्रोटम डिक्रीज and dartos muscles pull the scrotum near the abdominal cavity. So testes reach the near the abdominal cavity for maintain